There is a kind of courage that makes no noise, that never shows up in headlines, that does not seek recognition. Yet it has the power to change entire destinies in silence. And today you are about to hear a true story that proves real faith does not need applause to stand firm. It only needs a decision. If this kind of content strengthens your faith, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and hit the like button, because that helps this message reach more people. The story of Blessed Gregory Frąckowiak takes place in Poland during one of the darkest periods in human history. Under Nazi occupation during World War II, he was born in 1911 into a simple family, and from an early age his life was marked by hard work, humility, and a deep faith that was not just spoken but lived daily. He joined the Society of the Divine Word and dedicated himself to religious life with discipline and simplicity, never seeking attention or recognition, only striving to live what he believed. When the war began, everything changed. The Nazi occupation brought fear, oppression, and constant surveillance, especially targeting those who represented Christian values and moral resistance. The Catholic Church was directly affected, and many religious figures became targets. In this environment, Gregory did not choose to hide. He chose to act. He became involved in distributing underground materials, messages meant to strengthen hope and resist Nazi propaganda. These were not just papers, they were signs that truth still existed, that fear had not completely won. But this choice came with a cost. The tension rises when he is discovered. In a regime where any act of resistance was treated as a serious crime, Gregory was arrested by the Gestapo. From that moment on, his faith would be tested in a real and brutal way. During interrogations, he was pressured to reveal names, to betray others, to cooperate with the system that oppressed him. It was a harsh choice. Speaking meant saving his own life, but condemning others. Remaining silent meant accepting all the consequences alone. Gregory chose silence. He took responsibility, protecting others involved in the resistance, fully aware that it would lead to his execution. This was not an emotional reaction, it was a conscious decision. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was sentenced to death by guillotine in 1943. There was no fair trial, no real defense, just a swift judgment in a system that did not value human life. Yet, what stands out is not only the sentence, but the way he faced it. Accounts suggest that Gregory remained calm. There are no signs of anger or despair, only a peace that does not make sense from a human perspective, but reveals something deeper. His faith did not depend on circumstances, and this is where the story stops being about the past and starts confronting the present. Today, most people do not face physical persecution, but they face different kinds of pressure. Pressure to stay silent, to adapt, to avoid living their faith openly. Pressure to choose what is easier. Gregory had the chance to choose the easy path. All he had to do was speak. All he had to do was give in. But he understood something most people miss. Some decisions define who you are forever. He did not negotiate his faith. He did not negotiate the truth. He did not trade the lives of others to save his own. And that reveals something essential. Real faith does not show up only in comfort. It is revealed in moments of decision. You may never face a situation as extreme, but every day brings smaller choices that follow the same principle. Speak the truth, or stay silent. Stand firm, or give in. Live what you believe, or only appear to believe. Gregory's life shows that faithfulness is not built in the moment of pressure. It is built beforehand, in silence, through daily choices and consistency between belief and action, and that changes everything. Because when the decisive moment comes, you do not improvise, you reveal who you have become. Now the question is no longer about him, it is about you. What do you do when your faith is tested? Do you protect the truth, even when it costs something? Or do you choose what is comfortable? This story is not about death, it is about identity. Gregory knew who he was, and that was enough. In the end, what seemed like defeat became a testimony. His death did not silence his story, it amplified it. Because truth does not die with those who defend it, it spreads. Today you have a simpler, but equally important choice. To live a superficial faith that adapts to any situation, or to live a real faith that remains even when it costs something. That decision shapes your future. And more than that, It defines the impact your life will have on others. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and hit the like button, because your decision can help this message reach and transform other lives.